Alright, before we start, I'll show you about a Nick Jr. show called Nihao Kyan. If you don't know what Nihao Kyan is a show about a little girl with her animal friends named Rnu, a yellow tiger, Hoho the monkey, Toly the koala, Lulu the rhino, and her grandpa, Yaya. However, there's some lost episode that gave me creepy pasta and nightmares. So, one evening, I was at Target looking for some DVDs. Then I went to some DVD aisle to look for some kids and adult DVDs that I like, until I found a Nihao Kyan DVD that was really rare. The title of the DVD was called The Best of Ho-Ho. Also, the 2023 Nickelodeon logo, for some reason, which might have predicted the future, Harringtons, and the DVD logo was on there, and on the back of the DVD was released on 2014. Hold on a second. Didn't Nihao Kyan get cancelled in 2011? I said to myself confusedly. Then I struggled it off as I grabbed the DVD. I went to the checkout and the cashier told me that it was free. The cashier then said, "Thank you for visiting Target." Then I said bye to her as I leave once I got home. I put the disc in my DVD player, then I grabbed a bag of popcorn and a soda as I sit on my bed excited. The DVD started with the Nickelodeon fish logo, but this time it was normal. Just then, the Nickelodeon frogs from 2003 to 2008 played, even though this DVD wasn't released in 2014. The Nick Jr. frogs weren't seen in DVDs anymore in the modern ages of DVDs. But straight up, it looked messed up. The background was a dark shade of maroon, with the lily pad being normal, thankfully, as the frogs were seen, but they were beaten up. The orange frog had a scratch on his left eye, and the blue frog had a purple eye on his left eye, and he had a bandage on his leg. Somehow the frog started to speak to me. "If you're watching this, please help us," the orange frog said in a stew pickles from the Rugrats. "We were too weak to stop him. Me and my son got attacked by Ho-Ho, so we tried to fight back, but he keeps getting more powerful, which is powerful to defeat us." "He kidnapped us in his hell forever," the blue frog said in the voice of baby Dory from Finding Dory. "Nobody was able to help us defeat that monkey. Please, at least save him. At least tell him not to do it. Save yourselves from him, will you?" After the frogs speak, a MMC Anomaly Playhouse Disney version of the No Dolson jingle is heard. Chagger reference. After that weird logo, it showed promos of Nick Jr. like Dora the Explorer, Go Diego Go, The Wonder Pets, Max and Ruby, Wow Wow Whoopsie, Yo Gabba Gabba, Oswald, and Team Umizoomi. While the promos were playing, you could faintly hear whispering saying, "No one will fear the great Ho-Ho, and no one will save you now. I will be in control of the entire world. Just wait and see, and I am immortal." After that, it took me to the menu, however. This was the exact same as there were 3 Ho-Hos. The options were play, episode selection, language selection, visit Nick Jr., and setup. Before I pressed play, I decided to click a language from the language section. As I went to the language section, there were English, French, Spanish, and Russian. Then I pressed English as I went back to the menu as I clicked play. The episodes that were ordered were Kyan's Playhouse, Kyan's Big Surprise, The Moon Festival, Sports Day, Wait Ho-Ho Wait, and Kyan's Big Play. It also had an episode from a pilot of Nihao Kyan called Downward Doghouse named Where's Ho-Ho? All of them were good, but the last one was messed up. After all of them played, it showed a warning. To my surprise, it was the exact same as the lost episodes named Nick Jr. Frog's Visit. "Well, here it goes," I said. The theme song then played, but something was off. The sky was night for some reason, and the music was demonic, and no one noticed about it, not even Kyan. Then the logo came up, but holy crap! It's not normal at all! The logo was in shades of red. Mr. Sun was on fire. He had a bloodshot eye. He had a bleedy eye. His ears were bleeding. The Nihao Kyan text was maroon, and the Nihao text was maroon, and the Kyan text was red and in a bloody font. And the 2023 Nickelodeon logo was there for unknown reason. After the intro, the episode started with Kyan's house, while the title card faded in. Read out, Hoho the Demonic Monkey. However, it was in a shade of maroon. It looked very rusted and demolished. And instead of Kyan read that some demonic voice, it's like in the Nick Jr. Frog, so you can get the idea. I have a feeling that this whole episode is going to be a reference to JoJo the Demonic Clown. I had to watch the whole episode to find out. Then it faded to Ho-Ho sleeping in his bed. I was surprised that Kyan didn't show up in almost every episode. Then he woke up smelling something. There was a table with a note on it. It said, "Do not eat. Trust me, don't eat it." And that thing on the table was uranium. "What do you mean, don't eat it? I guess I gotta eat it to find out," Ho-Ho said. Then he put the uranium in his mouth. His body started twitching. What's happening to me?" Ho-Ho said in shock. All of a second, Ho-Ho started to shake for some odd reason. Ho-Ho started screaming, however. It sounded like his voice actor, Angie Wu, looked like he was going to be a massacre guy. Meanwhile, while his body was twitching and shaking in fear, he transformed into a supervillain similar to Pinky the Eraser from the Lost Pinky Dinky Doo episode that Kevin 05 fan encountered. Ho-Ho now had his body tied with an axe, and what he had looked to be like wings. "Now that's supposed to happen," I muttered. Just then, Ho-Ho opened his eyes as he got up. Meanwhile, Ho-Ho started to speak, but in a demonic voice. "I'm now," Ho-Ho started. "Ho-Ho the Demonic Monkey!" Ho-Ho the Demonic Monkey said. "With this power, I'm gonna kill all my friends and everyone in this universe," said Ho-Ho the Demonic Monkey. "Nobody's gonna stop me," Ho-Ho the Demonic Monkey said. "First, I'm gonna kill Kyan." Ho-Ho the Demonic Monkey laughed evilly as he walked off screen. The scene showed Kyan about to put her pajamas on. However, all of a sudden, Ho-Ho suddenly teleported out of nowhere. "Oh, Nihao, Ho-Ho," Kyan greeted. "Oh, hi, Kyan," Ho-Ho spoke, but in a similar evil voice. Ho-Ho?" Kyan asked confused. "Why do you look different?" "Because I'm gonna kick your stupid ass!" Ho-Ho yelled. I just spit out my drinks after what Ho-Ho just said. And I was also shocked to hear Ho-Ho swear in the preschool show, a part of Toly swearing in the, that's right, you guessed it, Nick Jr. Frog's Visit episode. "What?" Kyan said in shock. Ho-Ho then grabbed his axe and hit it on Kyan's eye, and blood was dripping. Kyan screamed in agony as it was in the name of God, like it sounded like her voice actor, like he heard it herself. Kyan then fell to the floor dead. "Yay!" Ho-Ho cheered. "My first victim!" The next scene showed Toly. Toly is seen taking a bath. All of a sudden, Toly heard an evil laugh in the background. Excuse me? Was that an evil laugh or something?" Toly asked himself. Then, Toly got up into the bath to grab a towel and clean himself. Next, he put on his clothes and looked around, wondered where that laugh will come from, with Pandy on his left hand. "Who's here?" Toly asked in confusion. All of a second, Ho-Ho teleported out of nowhere, causing Toly to jump back in shock. "Wait a second," Toly asked Ho-Ho. "Is that who you made this laugh?" "Yes," Ho-Ho asked. Oh, and by the way," Toly asked him confused, "why do you look different?" "Don't ask, idiot!" Ho-Ho yelled. "It's time to die!" "Holy crap!" Toly asked. Then Ho-Ho got a guitar and played a metal recreation of alphabet lore song from Linky Box, similar to Sea Princesses, the evil princesses. Toly started to scream as he covered his ears. All of a sudden, Toly's head exploded as blood splattered everywhere, killing him. Now that's gotta hurt, I said. Just then, Ho-Ho grabbed a knife and opened Toly's torso as he jumped off screen. This reminded me of one of the reference of Happy Tree Friends. This is your knife, where Flippy opened Cuddle's torso. The episode continued as it cut to Rintu of wondering what happened to his friends. I just heard Ho-Ho just killed Kyan and Toly, Rintu said. I have a feeling that Ho-Ho is starting to go on a murdering spree. I need to stop him. That is until Ho-Ho jumped up and kicked Rintu's foot, just like in the episode, Kyan's Playhouse. But this time, there was blood causing Rintu to say, "Ouch!" Rintu yelled in pain. "Ho-Ho, what the hell?" Rintu cried. "Why did you have to do that?" "Don't ask, you stupid tiger," Ho-Ho asked. That is until Rintu slapped Ho-Ho like how Needle slapped some BFDI characters. "Don't call me stupid tiger," Rintu asked. I laughed so hard because I found that pretty funny. "Ouch!" Ho-Ho cried. "Grr! Come back here!" This made Rintu's runs, including Ho-Ho chasing as they escaped to Kyan's house as the chase music could be heard. "Uh-oh! I need to get the hell out of here!" Rintu screamed. Mr. Sun looked at them with a shocked look on his face. "Come back, idiot face!" Ho-Ho shouted. "Where in the heck is the shelter?" Rintu shouted. That is until Rintu found a bush. "Awesome!" Rintu said. "This will be a shelter," Rintu said again as he ran into the bush as he sat down as he ran out of breath. "Phew, that was close," Rintu said. "God freaking dang it! I lost him!" Ho-Ho yelled before looking at Mr. Sun. "You know what? I'm picking you!" Ho-Ho said. "What?" Mr. Sun asked in the voice of Mr. Pencil. Did Mr. Sun just speak?" I said under my breath. "That's right, I'm gonna suck your blood," Ho-Ho asked. "Uh-oh," Mr. Sun asked in shock. Ho-Ho, what are you gonna do to me?" Ho-Ho didn't respond. Instead, he then received an axe and grabbed it and threw it at Mr. Sun's head. "In the name of God!" Mr. Sun said as he closed his eyes. Ho-Ho then took out a shotgun and shot down Mr. Sun. "Since he's next, I need to find Rintu," Ho-Ho asked. The scene showed Rintu in the bush trying not to make a noise. Rintu, he asked. "Where are you?" Rintu still trying to be quiet, but he ended up sneezing, causing Ho-Ho attention. Ho-Ho then slowly walked up to Rintu. "I found you," Ho-Ho said in a most creepier tone. "Did you just found me?" Rintu asked in shock. "Yes, because I heard your annoyed, goofy sneeze," Ho-Ho asked before using a chainsaw. "Is that a chainsaw for some reason?" Rintu asked, frightened. "That's right," Ho-Ho asked. "Now prepare to die." Ho-Ho then rammed the chainsaw at Rintu's chest, causing him to die. Then it faced to black. Meanwhile, Yaya is seen waiting for Kyan to go to bed. Kyan?" Yaya asked impatient. "Why are you taking so long?" Yaya started to get worried. Kyan?" Yaya asked already, afraid. "Are you dead?" All of a sudden, Ho-Ho came up and scratched Yaya's arm, causing him to groan in pain. "Ugh, this is so painful!" Yaya screamed. Yaya started to get angry as he got up. "Did you kill my granddaughter?" Yaya asked Ho-Ho in an angry tone. "Yes!" This makes Yaya even more angry as he screamed from the top of his lungs. "You pay for this, Ho-Ho," Yaya said. "I hope you go to the deepest darkness of hell." I was shocked before I never heard Yaya being angry before. Yeah? Well, who else is something?" Ho-Ho asked Yaya. What is it?" Yaya asked in confusion. Ho-Ho then grabbed a buzzsaw and saw Yaya in half as he died. "Bye-bye, scum," Ho-Ho said. Meanwhile, Lulu was seeing, wondering what's happening. "I just realized that Ho-Ho just killed Kyan, Rintu, Toly, Mr. Sun, and Yaya." Lulu asked. I hope I won't get killed. Then, as the next scene slowly showed Ho-Ho. Ho-Ho looked at Lulu, chasing Lulu to scream. Ho-Ho! Lulu yelled. You just scared me! That's right! Ho-Ho asked sincerely. Plus, I also killed Kyan, Rnu, Toly, Mr Sun, and Yaya, and I know you're next. I'm sorry, what the heck? Before Lulu could finish her sentence, Ho-Ho then grabbed Lulu's balloon and started to choke her with her balloon. Lulu started to scream and choked as blood was dripping down from her mouth. After she fell to the ground with her face blue, the next scene showed Stompy and the ants chatting with each other. Hey guys, have you ever heard of that Ho-Ho's going on a murdering spree? Stompy said. Well, I did, a member of ants replied. He just killed his friends, including Kyan. Except for us, a second member of the ants said. I agree, Stompy replied. Just then, Stompy and the ants heard an evil laugh. Hey guys, do you know that laugh? A third member of the ants said. I think it's... A fourth member of the ants whispered. Ho-Ho! Stompy stated. This caused Ho-Ho to teleport in front of them. So this is who you do that chuckle, Stompy said. That's right! I also killed your friends, Ho-Ho replied. Speaking of this, you both are next. Ho-Ho then grabbed a flamethrower and started to burn the ants. The ants screamed in pain as their skin started to burn until the ants died. Holy macaroni! Stompy screamed. I had to leave! Stompy tried to run, but Ho-Ho teleported to him. You're too late, Ho-Ho said. Uh-oh, Stompy said. Ho-Ho then grabbed a buzzsaw and sliced its Stompy in half like how he killed Yaya. This is gonna be freaking awesome! Ho-Ho yelled. This montage featuring Ho-Ho and the rest of the cast in gruesome ways. Those were the Hula Ducks, Mr. Fluffy, May, Mr. Hoppy, Unnamed Bat, the Monkey King, the Fox King, the Bear Queen, Xing, Tian, the Chinese acrobats, Xiao Qi-Quam's mother, and Gu Nai. Then it showed a black screen for 30 seconds. It showed Ho-Ho with a bomb on his left hand. Now it's time to blow the place, Ho-Ho said. Then he walked up to the universe of Nihao Kyan. Wow, this is gonna be awesome, Ho-Ho said. Ho-Ho then threw a bomb. A bomb hit the ground as the bomb let out a giant explosion, causing the NHKL place to be on fire. Whoa, that was awesome! But it's scary, I stated. I could also hear the screams of every character from the show. Then there's a creepy music box version of the theme song, which gave me chills down my spine. All of a sudden, Ho-Ho popped out of nowhere with glowing red eyes. Hey there, guys! Ho-Ho said in a creepy, extra creepy voice. I killed everyone in this universe, including my friends too. And anyway, if you watch this, I'm coming to smack your ass. Sai-Jian! Ho-Ho laughed evil as he walked away. Then the screen faded to black. Then it showed the credits, but it wasn't normal. Everything was made worse. The backgrounds were tinted to the red and the sun, butterfly, and some of the other objects were damaged, injured, and everything in the text was horrifying. Black and music was replaced by Mother Frugery from Sonic.exe. What kind of episode was that? I asked, more scared. However, it showed the closing logos. There's some words that were in a bloody stump. Ho-Ho, what have you done? I can't believe you would do this to us. Kyan, Toly, Rnu, and Lulu. I will miss all four of you. Rest in peace, friends and my daughter. The Harrington's Productions logo came up, but the background was being red instead of white. The logo was inverted, and the herring word mark was melting, and the T and S were demolished. The face on the logo was shocked, and the antennas were cut off. The Nick Jr. Productions logo came up, but it was tinted red. The puddle and the Productions text was also red. The figures were red, Nick looked like a mortally, and his eyes were black with crying blood. And the junior figure was scared and said, "I think suicide is my option," with the RJNCK jingle playing in the background. The Nickelodeon light bulb logo then came up, but the light bulb had cracks all over, and it was tinted red. The Nickelodeon text was in a horror font. The byline was red, and instead of the kids laughing and they were screaming. The Nickelodeon logo then came up, but the hate pile was replaced with Ho-Ho. It was red, and the text was reversed saying, "No Dolson." It was in a horror font, and the No Dolson jingle was in there. The Paramount logo came up, but it's worse before. The sky was red, and the mountain was also red, and the stars were light red, and there's blood on the camera, and the Viacom company was text in a horror font. Then the episode fades to black. There was no jump scares. Instead of words, what they were saying, "You're next." As the evil laugh was heard, it took me back to the menu. I was shocked after watching that episode, so I decided to eject the DVD and put it on the trash. Then, emailed Paramount for the lost episode Nihao Kyan that I discovered. Meanwhile, they emailed me, they said, "We're sorry that we're scared of Hoho the Demonic Monkey. This episode was made by Cleany Brown. He decided to make an episode around 2012. He was fired after animating it and aired it on Nick Jr., and we're gonna put Cleany Clown in prison after making that episode. This was originally planned for Scrapped Season 3, but it was taken down due to outcome." I was angry at Cleany Brown for making that episode. Cleany Brown is a coward! I really started to have nightmares about that episode. Trust me, if you don't want to see that DVD, a scary lost episode, I'm serious. Don't watch it. I beg you. The end.